Yeah.
So I got this off the TikTok shop, and obviously I was doing self-defense series with different people, but I'm going to do like basic stuff. And the reason I like this is you can put it on your wall, obviously, wherever you want. So great for kids to put in their bedroom, great for adults, great for everyone really. Quite cheap, good affordable price, can take it anyway. It's portable, but obviously you need to use these. It basically uses Velcro to keep it down. But yeah, it's a great item overall, and you can do it. Obviously, it can only take so much. You can't do uppercuts, for example, so there's no way to do an uppercut. You can do elbows, basic. Hooks, probably not too much. I think that would come off if I did a harder hook. I'd also use boxing gloves. I just don't have any on me at the minute. But obviously you can do hooks. You can do side elbows like this. You can do the basic elbow like that. You can even do a knee. But obviously be careful. Make sure your wall is strong as well. I wouldn't recommend doing any front kicks or side kicks. I'm pretty confident you're going to break your wall if it's not too strong. But for boxing and basic stuff, it's very, very effective. So as you know, I bought this in the TikTok store, like I said before, the link below, I'll put the link in there if people are interested. I'm going to show you some fat burning workouts you can do at home. Now even if you're not a top boxer, an elite level boxer or anything like this, it's still very good, one of the best ways to burn fat. So if you've just started and your fitness isn't great, maybe you're a bit overweight, you want to get better, just do this for a minute. So as you do, obviously use boxing gloves. I don't have boxing gloves with me, but I would still do this video, so that's why I'm doing it. But I would usually always have gloves because you want to protect your hands. So very basic. You're going to get into like your stance. I'm going to do a basic stance just for this. And you'll literally just do this for a minute. So you will do that for a full minute, which will burn a lot of fat. It'll burn fat from the abdomen. It'll obviously burn overall fat. You'll be doing it. If you get a bit better, you can even do it a bit more. And use your feet, move around. Very basic, very easy to do. Once you can do better, build these up to 3 minutes. 6 sets of 3 minutes and you will burn ridiculous amounts of fat and you'll be shocked by the weekly changes. You can do this daily as well. Great HIIT training. So obviously you know I bought this in the TikTok shop, you can buy it below. But I'm going to show you basic self-defense moves, very, very basic. Not based on just boxing and just martial arts, but some from double loads of stuff from Krav Maga to numerous stuff. But these are all what work in real instances. So we're going to start with just basic ways to jab. So obviously you've got the most basic way of jabbing, which is get into your stance, and it's obviously a basic left hand like that, doing a headshot to the body like that. So I'll do a basic headshot, so it's a simple, like that, just simple. Obviously you do this for speed, it's a speed shot. The other area you can do is obviously you do it for the body, you drop. So that would be a basic body shot. Obviously you've got the basic headshot. The basic body shot. There's obviously more advanced ways. So like, say you're backing away, you would back off as you do it, like that. If you're going forward, you would go. Obviously, you can do more advanced, like to the sides, etc., etc. But they're all the same punch, pretty much all the same thing. The jab is usually to set up another punch. So usually you would use a jab. Now the jab is handy for a few things. So I've had a lot of fights where I've got and jab people, pop to nose, pop to nine, and they don't want to fight randomly because they're oh shit, he's hit me. Usually I throw 5 or 6 punches at a time, because if you throw one punch in a fight, you will not win. So I would do like, for example, I'll show you, it's a bit hard, so I can't do an uppercut, but a basic one would be something like a jab cross, maybe I'll fall through with an elbow, fall through with a knee. And the idea is maybe you miss the jab, you hit the cross, you hit the elbow, you hit the knee, so you break nose, you break bones. I always believe, and a lot of people don't like this, but I always believe in a fight you go to kill the person, because your life's in danger, that's what a real fight is about. If someone goes in with the intent of, oh, I'm going to hit you once, and you're 2 equal people, and the other person goes in with the intent of, I'm going to kill you, the person who goes in with the intent of, I'm going to kill you, will always win, just because they've got that intent there. So it's like basic stuff. So again, the jabs used to be set up, so you could do a double jab, so you could do something like, you could do a triple jab, or you could do like jab cross, go to the body, jab cross, etc. Or you could do a jab, fall through with an elbow, there's jab across the elbow afterwards. Numerous things you could do. You can use a jab, go into a knee, etc., etc. But they all fall through. We can obviously do jab, up to the body, jab, uppercut, jab cross, lead hook, etc., etc. But they're all going to the main movement. Right, so here we're going to do, again, before I start, actually I'll say this properly, I bought this off the TikTok shop, you can buy it below. Actually quite a good little buy, great for kids, great for adults, etc., etc. What I'm going to show you here though is a basic elbow, and just a rear elbow rather than the lead elbow. So basic elbow. Now for the elbows, one of the most effective you can do If you catch under here, it will cause a lot of bleeding. If you catch along here, again, a lot of bleeding. Anyway, here's the face, it will cause serious damage. No one wants to get elbowed. Great for women in self-defense situations and men. It's a close-in shot. So, for example, unlike the jab, where you could do here, or even like the cross, where you could do it here, here, the elbow, you want to be very close. You won't throw an elbow from here, it's too obvious. You throw an elbow from around this distance, where you like that. You throw an elbow very close in. That one, the best elbow, obviously, if I was to do it properly, I'd be more like that. That's how you want to throw an elbow. You want to try and connect with here, obviously your elbow, that being the goal. Having said that, I'll tell you some real life situations. So you can set up the elbow in a few ways. One of the most basic ways would be jab, step forward. So I'll show that again. You would step forward on the jab, boom into the elbow. That's one of the basic ways. One of the other ways would be jab, cross. So you step forward on the cross. So we'll see that again. You step forward on the cross, then you go into an elbow. All effective. The elbow is one of the ways to finish a fight. Obviously, say a guy grabs you and you were a girl and you're in close like this, and you could land an elbow, it would be very effective. There's other instances where you're pushing people off or they're coming in, and the elbow is a very effective shot. There's other types of elbows. There's obviously an elbow like that to the side of the head. There's the lead elbow. There's obviously a side elbow where you would go in like this. So there's quite a fair few ways to do these shots. Very effective if done correctly.